YouTube, Max Forte here again, this time to bring you another top 10. And this top 10 is actually not my top 10 per se, but a top 10 of the 10 most sold man fragrances 2013, 2014 thus far. So I did a research and I've gotten some feedback from the top vendors in America, you know, Bloomingdale's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Macy's, all the top general stores. You know, I've gotten some numbers that were pretty amazing to see that these are the top 10 most sold man fragrances in the last, you know, year and a half or so. So starting with number 10 is one that I don't particularly own at this time, but I've owned it, and is one that it's, you know, very nice. You know, I have to say, even though it was a fragrance released in 1990, you know, it's been quite a while since it's been released, you know, over 20 years. This aromatic fougere is none other than Eternity for Man by Calvin Klein. You know, this has a nice citrus lavender note up top, and it transitions into this beautiful woodsy, ambery fragrance, which is rather close to the skin, but, you know, very pleasant. So that's number 10 from the most sold fragrances in America from 2013 to 2014. Number 9 is none other than one that's near and dear to my heart, is Fahrenheit Dior. Fahrenheit is an amazing fragrance. It's a woody floral musk. Now, this was released in 1988, and, you know, it's got this violet leaf, and, you know, the accords bring this very unique fuel like note, which is very unique and very embracing, and, you know, it will turn heads up to this day. If you wear this, you know, it's a crowd pleaser, and women love it, and it's a great fragrance. So I could see why this timeless piece is a number 9 here on the top 10 most sold fragrances in the US. So number 8, without further ado, I'm going to give you number 8, which was another release from 1988, now from the house of Davidoff. This is Cool Water. Cool Water is a good fragrance. This is an aromatic, aquatic, again released in 88. It's got, you know, the aquatic, ozonic note. It's got mint, some green notes, a little bit of flowers, neroli, some wood, some tobacco, you know, some musk. It's very nice. From, you know, it's got this fresh herbal freshness to it from beginning to end. It's very, very nice. Tremendous crowd pleaser. Number 8 in the countdown. Number 7 is another one that I don't own at this time. I've owned it. It was one that I wore for many, many years in high school. It's a woody, spicy, none other than Boss Bottled. This was released in 98. It's got a beautiful plum note up top with the apple, some cinnamon, some wood, some vanilla. Very nice. Very good for compliments. Can't go wrong. So that's number 7 on the top 10 most sold fragrances in 2013, 2014. Coming up at number 6, another crowd pleaser, one that some people complain about it, but you know what? You're going to get noticed, and you're going to get tons of compliments. Azzaro Chrome. It's a citrus aromatic. It's got a little bit of the aquatic vibe to it. Gonna get compliments with this guy. Released in 96. You got pineapple neroli. You got some flowers. You got some tonka bean, Brazilian rosewood, musk. I mean, this thing is a crowd pleaser. It's soapy. It's beautiful. It's a dumb grab, but you know what? You're gonna get compliments with it. So, you know, for the office, it's great. And I can see why it's at number 6 of the most sold fragrances in America, 2013, 2014, because it does its job. Number 5 is one that I also don't have it right now. I just finished my last bottle of it not too long ago, about 3 weeks ago. This is Armani Code by Giorgio Armani, 2004. This is an oriental spicy fragrance. I apologize. 2006 was the release of this. And this fragrance actually won the Fifi Award Fragrance of the Year for men's for 2006. So, you know, they got to be doing something right. You know, it's got some citrus up top, guaiac wood in the middle with some star anise in the bottom. You got tonka, tons of tonka. This is like a tonka bomb. You know, you talk about like Versace Arrows, Polo Red. You know, this got tobacco, tonka, and leather at the bottom. It's really nice, very pleasant, compliment getter. This is number 5 most sold fragrance in America from last year to this year. Coming up at number 4 is one that has won a lot of people over that had complained when this was released. This is none other than Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. A lot of people complained it was generic, it was nothing special, but you know what? This woody aromatic does the job. It smells very nice, it's very pleasant. Women absolutely adore this. It's got incense, ginger, some mint, some vetiver, nutmeg. I mean, it's very well blended. It's great from beginning to end. It is very linear. It's rather linear fragrance. What you get in the beginning, you're going to get throughout the life of the fragrance, but you're going to get tons of compliments. It's a safe fragrance that garnishes a tremendous amount of compliments. You can't complain. Number 4 most sold fragrance in America in the last year and a half. Bleu de Chanel, and I can see why. Number 3 is one that is one of my favorites, all-time favorites. Since I discovered other fragrances that are similar to this, such as Reflection Men, and by now you know what I'm talking about. I don't grab as much for this, but this is a classic, a timeless piece. And of course, I'm talking about Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans. This Oriental Fougere was released in 1995. It's got the mint, the vanilla, the cinnamon, tonka bean, amber. Very well made. Lasts a long time. Great projection. People like it. Crowd pleaser. Women love it. Can't go wrong. I definitely understand why this is the 3rd most sold fragrance. You know, in the top 10, it is number 3, and I can see why. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans. Number 3. Coming up, our number 2 is the most sold fragrance from last year to this year. Is definitely one of my favorites, one that's going to be in my rotation forever. My significant other loves this, and I really like it. It's great on my skin, and I'm talking about 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. This woody spicy was released in 2009, and you know, some people complain that it's too sweet, it's cloying. Yeah, if you go crazy on the trigger. By the way, this was released in 2008. I apologize. You know, if you go crazy on the trigger, yes, I could see this getting cloying. If it's hot outside, if it's warmer out, and you're putting too much of this, yeah, you're going to get to people's nerves. But if you wear this nice, if it's cool out, I could see this awesome for a night out. I wear this going out. I love it. It has great longevity, great projection. You get mint, citrus, you get rose, cinnamon, spices, leather, amber. It's a great fragrance, guys. You know, you're gonna get compliments. I get tons of compliments. People ask me what I'm wearing. People don't know the fragrance, but I can see why this is number 2. And when this was released, people wanted to grab it. You know, it wasn't available in America, and people, you know, if they smelt this, they would ask me, "What are you wearing? You know, this smells amazing." So this definitely has a place, and I can see why this is number 2, because it is an attention grabber. Number 1, guys. Number 1 is a fragrance that has been number 1 for a long time in America. You know, you think about well-dressed, smelling good, office. You know, I think this is one of the most crowd favorite fragrances that there are. And I think this is an easy dumb grab. I've had many bottles of this. And of course, I'm talking about Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. This is probably like my 6th bottle. And yes, this is a dumb grab. This is a fragrance that you're going to get compliments. It's an aromatic, aquatic. This was released in 1996, so it's been around for you know, quite a while. You know, it's got citrus, fruity up top. You get some nutmeg. You get some flowers in the center. You know, rose. You get some amber and musk. The dry down is very nice. It's close to the skin, but it lasts. The fragrance lasts. It projects pretty good, and it's a compliment getter. You know, you can't complain. This is as easy as it gets. You know, you want to wear a fragrance that you're going to get noticed and you're going to get compliments. Acqua di Gio. You know, there are other fragrances that are similar to this since this was released. A lot of fragrances that came after it that are very similar, but Acqua di Giu is the pioneer of this kind of smell, and you know, props to them. This is the #1 most sold fragrance in America, 2013 and 2014. And Acqua di Giu has probably been the top seller for the past 10 years or so, or even more. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll have more for you very soon. Talk to you later.